5 Premier League options for Gareth Bale as agent confirms he will leave Madrid. Attention Premier League clubs, Gareth Bale could soon be coming to a golf course near you. Cast aside by Real Madrid over the last couple of seasons, the Welshman will leave the Bernabeu when his contract expires at the end of next month. And his agent Jonathan Barnett has touted a return to England's top flight as his most likely next destination, but on one condition. Gareth will leave Real Madrid, Barnett informed Portuguese newspaper Record. His return to English football is likely, I think, but his future now depends on Wales and their playoff games for the World Cup. Is it more likely to return to England? I think so, but we'll have to wait and see if Wales qualifies for the World Cup. With that in mind, Daily Star Sport takes a look at 5 possible Premier League destinations for Bale next season. Look, where did you think we'd start? After making his name at Tottenham between 2007 and 2013 and returning to the club on loan last season, it would be no surprise to see Bale pop up in North London again next term. Whether current Spurs boss Antonio Conte would be as keen on having him back as Jose Mourinho is another matter. But on a one-year deal with Tottenham, guaranteed a spot in Europe one way or another, when the new campaign gets underway, there are worse ways for the Lilywhites to bulk out their squad. Where do you think Bale will end up next season? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Bale might not be quite the same player who lit up the game in the mid-2010s, but he's still a big name. And for a club like Newcastle, who are looking to make a mark with their newfound billions, his acquisition would represent a real statement. Signing the Welsh winger would make sense on any number of levels. For a start, the Magpies could blow any other potential suitors out of the water by giving Bale pretty much whatever he wants in terms of salary. Secondly, although Bale isn't the player he once was, he still retains plenty of ability. Add in his experience at the top level and take into account where Newcastle want to go under their new owners, and the knowledge he can impart on a squad who are yet to win anything could prove an attractive proposition. Aston Villa might not be the first name on everyone's lips when thinking about Bale's next club. But if they can lure Felipe Coutinho to the Midlands from Barcelona, then why not the former Spurs man? Villa are an ambitious club under the ownership of Nassef Sawiris and Wes Edens, as evidenced by last year's pursuit of Arsenal talent Emile Smith-Rowe and their successful purchase Coutinho. Getting Bale would be another statement signing and one that could provide additional benefits for a young midfield and forward line including the likes of Jacob Ramsey, Leon Bailey and Carney Chukwuemeka. Who doesn't love a bit of football romance? According to Spanish publication El Nacional, a return to St. Mary's for Bale after 15 years away might not be as far-fetched as it seems. Dragan Solak-backed investment firm Sport Republic acquired an 80% stake in Southampton in January. Media reports at the time suggested Solak wanted to bring Bale back to the club as his first goal in the transfer market. That move didn't materialize in January. But with Bale on the lookout for a new club and a Premier League return looking likely, a fairy tale reunion could make sense for both parties on a short-term basis. Granted, Cardiff City are not in the Premier League. But how could we leave the Bluebirds off this list? Even though bigger and much wealthier names have been linked with Bale, it's not impossible that he signs for his hometown club. For one, the 32-year-old doesn't need the money that would come with a move to Newcastle or the like. Plus, as a short-term solution, it could work for both player and club. Not to mention his uncle Chris Pike was a fan's favorite at Ninian Park back in the 1990s. Current Cardiff boss Steve Morrison played down the notion of Bale rejoining the club earlier this month, saying, "I'm not going to go and get Gareth Bale's number and ring him and say, oh, by the way, do you want to come and join Cardiff? It's an absolute no-brainer. It would be great. It would be a great boost for everybody. But if it did happen, he would have to come and be part of the change. He would have to come and fit in and buy into it."